Hello CD Bestie, aku Elliot James Reay. Check out CreativeDisc.com, the number one music website in Indonesia.
Hello, CD Bestie. Welcome back to CreativeDisc exclusive interview with me, Luthfi. And right now we have a special guest because if you love the crooner and the old sound of the song, you will gonna like this guy. And people kind of like this guy too because this guy has racking up so many views and so many streaming play with his single. I think they called this love. So without further ado, for you who loves the old sounds, this is I presenting you our guest today, Elliot James Reay.
Hello everyone, how you doing?
Yeah. I'm fine. How's you doing?
I'm not too bad, I'm not too bad. It's early here, I'm in the UK, so I've literally just woken up.
Okay, so what kind of activity that you are doing lately, mate?
Say that again.
So what kind of activity that you are doing lately, mate?
Kind of activity am I doing?
Yes.
Oh, I'm a massive snooker fan,
Hmm?
which is I love to play snooker. It's my favorite thing. So as much time as possible is put into playing snooker.
How good are you on the snookers?
I'm okay. I'm okay. My highest break is 36.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not that high, but it's I just enjoy playing. It's quite relaxing.
All right. So we are gonna interview a lot about your music, but first, can you tell us the detail about your single? I think they called this love.
So it's a little 1950s style love ballad, and it's about the first time I realized that I was in love,
Hmm?
which was when I was 18. And for me personally, that moment was such a turning point, which is why I had to put this into song. And I just, it was when I found myself thinking about her all the time. So some of these lyrics are really personal and, really true to me,
Hmm?
especially like the first verse is like, this is exactly how my first, you know, first realization of love happened.
So, why you are choosing the 1950s sounds?
So I've actually always been into the 1950s sounds,
Oh
and I
wow.
know if you scroll down on my TikTok, you
Hmm.
don't see much of it, but
Yes.
I've been singing this kind of music for as long as I can remember.
Hmm?
And I think when I was posting the One Direction style pop stuff, I was giving the
Hmm.
internet a piece of what I thought people maybe
Hmm.
wanted to see.
Hmm?
And now I'm able to do what I want to do and actually give me, which is this sound. I love it so much. It's like every day I wake up and I listen to Elvis and Roy Orbison, and it just runs
Ooh.
through my blood.
Wow. The old Roy Orbison one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. So, you said on a post that you flatter that people thought your song is an Elvis song because many people like mismatch it like, oh my god, this is like the new Elvis song, and I think like while not all musicians happy to be compared with others, why do you feel that way?
Purely because Elvis is an idol of mine, and I hold him up there as one of the greats.
Hmm?
And to have people think that my song is an Elvis song, it just, it really helps my inner child like feel happy and
Really?
excited. I feel like
Hmm.
giddy that I've people think that this is something that it's not, and I'm like, wow, it just makes me flattered that that great style of music is being put with my music, and I just feel honored.
Okay, so since the beginning of your music careers, you cover a lot of songs from the current hits to way back hits music currently. So, if you can pick, which one is your most favorite songs to cover with and you play with?
It's got to be the old stuff. My favorite song to sing is "If I Can Dream" by Elvis,
Oh
uh,
wow.
which is the one where he's in the white suit. And
Mm,
I think the message behind that song is just so
mm,
powerful.
mm.
And the way that he sung it, I don't think that I can match it, but I think that that I just enjoy singing it because it just allows me to bring out emotion into a song.
Okay, so well, in your opinion, what's so special about Elvis? Well, why you are so idolizing him so much?
I think that that question has been asked a few times over the years, and I don't know if many people have been able to give the answer. There is something about him that, as an artist, has connected with so many people, and if he was to do it today, I still
Mm.
feel like he would have the same reaction.
Yes.
Um, I think there's just something
Mm.
that felt a little bit unworldly about him. It wasn't quite like he was a person. He was more like a god, wasn't he? And I think, you know, he was. Most people thought he was perfection, and
Mm.
I just look at that and I just think, if he is perfection, then
Mm.
why can't I also be like that?
But I think like I can I really like I really like your answer because I think in my opinion I think like Elvis is so godly creatures. They with his twist. They can make a girl scream, or I think like it's kind of like new phenomenon. I think, and I agree with your question. I think
Thank you.
yes, yes, yes. So if you can pick song which you like to cover, what song that you really really want so bad to cover and why?
Ooh, um, probably Tom Jones.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
my favorite Tom Jones song is "Help Yourself," and I just think that it has such a great, beat and a
Mm,
great vibe around it, and the energy's there. And
mm.
I would love to do a cover of "Help Yourself" by Tom Jones.
I really like Tom Jones too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, because I think like he's like kind of like transcends into centuries and genres, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's really like, in his late 50s or 60s, he can like make a dance pop album, loaded one. It's very, very great album and has an impact on my life. Like, oh my God, how is like these crooners of soul can mix into the alternative music, and it's very, very cool.
yeah, I agree.
Okay, so do you also type of voice related to the music that you heard growing up from your parents?
Um, Sort of, yeah. My parents listened to a little bit of the old school stuff,
Oh, really?
um, but their music is kind of varied,
Hmm?
and they introduced me to Elvis, and I
Yeah.
feel like I just got really obsessed and just spiraled from there.
Hmm?
And growing up, like it just felt so easy to sing, which is why I probably enjoyed it so much.
Oh,
Like, it was so natural.
wow, 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 wow. So, what do you think about the phenomenon where people loving the vintage kind of songs?
I think it's cool. I
Mm,
think people enjoying this style.
mm,
It's interesting because we associate the 1950s, especially American 1950s, as like
exactly.
the golden age.
Mm,
And I think people just want to have a little glimpse of that in today's world. It was so happy and so
mm.
colorful. And yeah, I think people are just trying to hold on to that vibe.
Okay, so if you can go back through time, especially in the 50s, uh, who is the musician that you want to meet a lot beside Elvis?
Beside Elvis.
Yes.
If I had to pick, the next one would be Roy Orbison.
Why? Why?
Just his story is an insane story, and the way
Mm,
that he writes songs and the feeling that he has in his voice, I just have to learn more and have to know what went on and get a full picture of it. And
mm,
there's a lot of messages in his music and a lot of emotion that I feel like is unanswered. And I feel like if I brought the answers back,
mm.
music today would be a whole different world.
Okay, all right. That concludes our last chit chat, fire chit chat with Elliot James Reay. Thank you so much, Elliot James Reay, for accompanying me on this fire quick chat. And if you want to listen more about Elliot James Reay, you can follow him on social media. Can you promote your social media?
Yeah, you can find me on all social media platforms at Elliot James Reay. I have a new single coming out in 2 weeks called Born in
Damn.
Love. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
What is gonna be? What is gonna be? Can you give us a teaser a little bit?
It's an upbeat song. So it's got a bit more groove to it. I would say that it's a little bit 1960s style. So I think it's gonna go down well.
I will eagerly to wait it for this one too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for whoever listening to the and watching this interview. Don't forget to subscribe Creative Disc on YouTube, and don't forget to check out this interview on creativedisc.com, and don't forget to follow our social media too. It's Creative Disc in everywhere, in Instagram and in X. You can find it anywhere. Okay, lastly, this is Elliot James Reay and me, Luthfi, signing off. Thank you so much, and see you later.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Thank you.